welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing this week's Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's topics are the authors that you want to write like. So there's quite a few of these authors that I wish I had their writing skills because they write such good books. So let's just get straight on into it. So the first one is one of my favourite authors. I've only read a few of his books, but my aim is to read all of them, and that is Neil Gaiman. So this is Neverwhere, one of my favourites, but I've also read Stardust, Coraline, Ocean at the End of the Lane, and I'm sure there's another one that Good Omens. I've read Good Omens, which he did with Terry Pratchett. So Neil Gaiman, he's got this way of creating these really weird fantasy world. So Neverwhere, you've got like London Below, which is where things in London are actually real. So the angel Islington is actually an angel, and it's just very weird. And you've got Coraline with the other mother, the other world, where everyone's got buttons and the mother's like this weird thing. Stardust is just like, I would say that's a classic, you know, go over the wall and you've got this other world with witches and stars, and he is just so good, and especially when you put illustrations with them as well. I think Neil Gaiman is just amazing, and I really want to read American Gods, even though the size is putting me off a bit. I want to read Norse Gods, and I also want to read all his little short stories as well. So yeah, Neil Gaiman is probably one of my favourite authors, but I definitely know I've got a lot more of his work to read. Next one is George R.R. Martin, and he's probably more famous for his Song of Ice and Fire series. George has a good way of creating these huge worlds. If you've read or even watched Game of Thrones, you kind of get the idea of the kind of world building he's so good at. The only thing that puts me off is the fact that this has got so complicated. I don't think I'm going to carry on with the series. I've got to Dance with Dragons, and I don't know who's on whose side or anything like that. But it just goes to show the amount of thought he puts into this book. Well, this series, so much research and so much planning. No wonder Winter's a Winter is taking so long. But yeah, I would love to be able to put all that imagination, all that world building, because it is just amazing. Next might be an obvious one, but that is J.K. Rowling. But this isn't just Harry Potter, it's also A Casual Vacancy. That was quite good. And also I love her Cormoran Strike novels, which she writes under the pseudonym of Robert Galbraith. Those are amazing, but I'm showing Harry Potter because she's more famous for Harry Potter. But I think it's great how she could go build this like young adult world of magic and mayhem, and then she goes and does her crime fiction with Cormoran Strike. It's just totally different, you know. Cormoran Strike's quite gritty, there's quite bits of, you know, I don't know the word, but there's these bits where humans are dismembered and stuff, and then you've got Harry Potter. It's like two totally different things, and if you didn't know Robert Galbraith was J.K. Rowling, I don't think anyone could make the connection really. But yeah, she's such a good author, and yeah, she could write anything and it would be amazing. Next is Rainbow Rowell. So the only books I've read by her are Fangirl and Eleanor and Park, and what I love about her is that one, she makes me like contemporary because I don't really like contemporary, and two, she just writes normal stories about normal people, which I think is amazing, and she makes them sound so interesting. I'm not interested in Carry On, which is kind of like the fan fiction that Kath writes in that, but I am interested in reading her other contemporaries like Landline and There's Attachment. I really want to read those because I really love what she does with contemporary. The last one is Leigh Bardugo, who wrote Six of Crows, Language of Thorns and the Grisha trilogy, and she's also written Wonder Woman Warbringer, which I'm not interested in reading because I don't like Wonder Woman. I haven't read the Grisha trilogy, even though I really want to, but I have read Six of Crows duology and Language of Thorns, and I love how with this she's created such a diverse cast, and it's so great. I don't go into it much, but there's so many different kinds of people of different sizes, different shapes, different colour, different sexualities. It is just amazing, and she brings them all together in this really big action-packed duology. And then with Language of Thorns, she does the little fairy tales, which are so amazing, and loads of thought put into them. The world building in this is so good. I really wish for more, which is why I do really want to read the Grisha trilogy, just because I want to know more about this world and the Grishas and everything like that. So yeah, Leigh Bardugo is definitely one person I want to write like. So yeah, that's it for this Top 5 Wednesday. There are a lot more people I could have mentioned because there are so many great authors out there, but those are just my top 5. So yeah, what authors would you like to write like? Just comment down below, and as usual there's all my social media links below as well, and you can like this video or subscribe to my channel. So I will see you later with a new video. Bye!